What's up, everybody? We are back, the mock boys and girls. We have the mock group here. I am Nate, Nate NFL. You can't see my tag. I don't know where it is, but I'm your host tonight because Bob could not make it. But joining me tonight is, as always, Matty Big Chest.
How we doing? How we doing? It's good to be here.
Always good to be here. And we got Linda in the house.
Yeah, we're
Ayo.
winging it. It's late. We're winging it. It's gonna be fine.
This is just going to be a good time. We did a super flex rookie mock draft last week. This week, we're going to do a one quarterback, one round rookie mock. It's going to be quick. It's going to be simple. We're going to give some, explanations behind our picks. But hey, we kind of know how we feel about the rookies now. We're kind of waiting for those landing spots. We all have our guys. We have the guys we don't like. But that's what makes rookie mock fun because you do it with different people every time and you get different results. So I'm excited. The three of us. Who wants to take the 101?
Let's give it to
Anybody?
Linda.
Give it to
No,
Linda?
not it. Nope, not it.
Okay, so Matty Big Chest going the 101.
All right, take the Matty.
He's taking Najee Harris. Najee Harris is a pretty easy 101 for a one quarterback league. Good runner, patient. He's powerful, and that's what you need from your running back. He's a 3 down back in the NFL.
Yeah. So what are some of your favorite landing spots possibilities for Najee?
Atlanta at 4 is one of the ones I've seen recently, and I think that's an aggressive landing spot. I think that's very aggressive, but this is the
Very.
one that I like the most. Other than that, probably Seattle, if they are able to trade up into the first, or Buffalo.
Yeah. I would love Seattle. As much as I love DJ Dallas, the Seattle fit for Najee would be incredible. I think the best thing for them is to keep Carson, but I'm not sure they can make it work with the salary cap. So I think Najee would fit very nicely into that scheme. He really would. Um, Linda, you want the 102?
Nope, not even a little bit.
No,
I
not
like
even. Okay, that's fine. That's
early
fine.
picks make me anxious as shit.
I understand. You want your choice almost made for you. You know, you got less options. I understand. It's only human to want less options. You know. At the 102, I'm going to take my RB2 in this class. It's Travis Etienne. I know Twitter is kind of down on Travis Etienne right now, but we're talking about one of the most productive college running backs of the past decade. He's up there with Jonathan Taylor with just the amount of yards and touchdowns this guy has created in his Clemson career. He's a playmaker every time he touches the ball. He might have some vision issues, but his athleticism is off the charts. He came in at 215 as pro day, but he definitely plays at like 205. So that 4.45 speed that we're seeing for the 40-yard dash, once he has had his actual playing weight, it's probably a high 4.3. This guy is fast. He is electric. He's everything you want in a big play threat. He's going to come into a team, and he's going to be an instant playmaker. He might not be a full workhorse every down back right away, but he only needs a couple touches a game. He only needs 10, 12 touches a game to start making an impact. And as that rises, as that volume rises, he's going to be a top running back, I think, in a lot of leagues, especially with the pass catching upside. I love Travis Etienne in fantasy football, so I'm not fading him. He's my running back too, and I would love to have him here at 102. Yep. And if I had to go with landing spots, I mean, it's kind of cheating to say any running back to the 49ers, but I mean, Travis Etienne to the 49ers would be something. Other landing spots, I do like
Jets.
the Michael P. Ryan is the starter there forever. I like the Arizona Cardinals for Travis Etienne. I think he fits that offense really, really well.
Yeah, no, I like the ETN pick. I know we're just joking because Mike has an affinity for Michael P. Ryan, but
So do
love
I.
Michael P. Ryan. But I think that Travis ETN fitting in a Shanahan offense like the Jets would be a really good fit. With the 103, it's gonna be Linda. You have to pick now. You have
I
to.
know.
Sorry.
I know. I
So
know. That's how the game's played. Uh, I'm gonna go wide receiver because there's not a running back that I feel comfortable enough taking this early. And I don't want to quarterback this early in one QB because I'm a punt QB kind of gal. So I'm going to go Jamar Chase. I just don't. I know some people have taken some heat on Twitter for downplaying his ability, but I just don't see enough argument against him for him to be not one of the best wide receivers of this class in the NFL. So I just I feel more comfortable taking a wide receiver at 103 than I do at 101 or 102.
Yeah, and we've seen these wide receivers recently come in the rookie year and make an impact. I'm old enough to remember that you used to wait for that 30-year breakout for wide receivers in fantasy football. Guys did not come in the rookie year and make the impact that we saw last year with CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson. I mean, countless others come in and make impacts right away. So as the college offense becomes more similar to the NFL offense and vice versa, we are seeing these guys step into roles right away. Jamar Chase definitely, he's going to have top 10 draft capital. He's going to step into a role right away. So it's definitely not a bad pick at 103.
Yeah, my top landing spots for Jamar Chase, Atlanta, Philly, Detroit. Those are my top spots. I think that if he gets picked at 4 to Atlanta, that's a pretty good spot with Calvin Ridley already there. The offensive coordinator for Tennessee, I think his name is Arthur Brown, is the head coach now for the Falcons, and that's somebody who used AJ Brown and Corey Davis effectively. So I think that a Jamar Chase and Calvin Ridley combo with aging Julio Jones, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, sounds like the Cowboys' offense from last year.
Mm-hmm. Sounds
All right.
like the last hurrah for Matt Ryan.
For Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. One more try.
Yeah. So it's my turn. I'm on the clock. There's one player that I see that's left on the board, and he's screaming my name, and that's Kyle Pitts. I'm taking Kyle Pitts here. It's not Javonte Williams. It's not Devonta Smith. I think that Kyle Pitts gives you the tight end advantage in your leagues that you need. Especially, and if this is a non-tight end premium league, I think that Kyle Pitts has a bigger advantage because he is more of a wide receiver than he is a tight end. So he's going to get you more volume than other tight ends. So I think that Kyle Pitts is a good pick from the 104 and back, and later on. So any place from the 104 and later is good for Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, and landing spot. I mean, depending on the landing spot, I think we could see Kyle Pitts go. He's going to go 101 in some leagues. Not that he should, but he is going to go 101 in some leagues. We'll see it. Someone who's 101 really needs a tight end. They're going to love it. If Kyle Pitts goes to the Chargers, even with Jared Cook there now, but they still have a huge hole there at tight end. Jared Cook's not obviously the long-term answer, and he might not even be the short-term answer. So, I like Kyle Pitts to the Chargers. I've also heard him to the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, just an offense that he would be, next to a young gunslinger, exciting quarterback like Kyler Murray or Justin Herbert, somebody like that. The sky's the limit for Kyle Pitts.
I've been manifesting Kyle Pitts to the Chargers for a couple of weeks now. So
yeah, that would be awesome. So I have the 105, and I'm going to continue with. See, this is the part of the draft where I'm like, do I take the positional value at running back, or do I take the higher rated prospect in my eyes that might be at a different position? And I'm going to go ahead and take a wide receiver because Devonta Smith is my wide receiver 1. I have him ranked in this draft class and the last one. The only person higher than him is CeeDee Lamb in my rankings. So I'm taking Devonta Smith. He is a guy that I could see having a Justin Jefferson-like rookie year. Maybe not to that height. I don't want to project any rookie to go to Justin Jefferson height. That was incredible. But I think he can step in right away, be pro-ready, step into an offense and make plays. He can make something happen off screens. He can go down the field. He can run the intermediate routes. He can get separation. He can make contested catches. He does everything well, and he's just produced at such a high level this past year and has always had good production on the Alabama team. It was a crowded wide receiver room there for a while, but he did catch the championship-winning touchdown from Tua freshman year. So this guy has been productive all his entire career in college, even if the stats don't look gaudy until his senior year.
Yeah, he's gonna look good in Honolulu blue.
I think that'd be a great landing spot. I think he would fit Jared Goff's strengths really well for the first year or two.
Definitely, definitely.
Jared
Uh,
Goff,
yeah, your favorite quarterback in
legendary,
Atlanta.
legendary Lion.
Yeah. All right, you're on the clock now.
Okay, I'm gonna go right back to. I'm gonna flip the script and go running back and take Javonte Williams. I like the way that he's built, and I think it's going to translate really well in the NFL, which I think is very important when you're looking at positional groups. Is how it's going to translate body wise, and I just I like his size and the way he plays. I'm pretty high on Javonte Williams. I'm not as high as some people, but I like him.
Yeah, he looks pro ready.
Right.
He looks like he's ready to step into a 3-down role. He looks like he can take, a lot of touches. I think he's going to struggle to get the passing down work right away. I think that'll come later in the rookie season, but he's definitely a guy you can plug and play in the first 2 downs.
I love a
Definitely,
plug
I
and
like
play.
Javonte Williams. I love Javonte Williams. His landing spots. Obviously, the Falcons is a team that we would like to see.
Yep.
So the Falcons is a big spot this year. It's a hot spot for talent this year that we want to see go there because they have a good offensive minded coach there. With my next pick, I'm looking at the group of wide receivers, and it's going to be my favorite wide receiver of this class. Nate knows who that is. It's Rondale Moore. He's my pick here. 75% of his yards were yards after the catch. I like that. That just it shows that he's able to read the field, and if you can get him the ball, he's going to get yards. So I like Rondale Moore a lot. He's built like Saquon Barkley in the lower body, which is just nuts to me at wide receiver. So if you get a wide receiver like him in your slot taking bubble screens, it's going to be hard to tackle. So I think Rondale Moore is going to be productive. We're going to see a lot of production out of him. I think north of 600 yards as a rookie. I don't think that's any stretch of any imagination. So I think that Rondale Moore is going to have a great rookie year too. So yeah, because as they say, freshman production equals NFL production.
Yeah, it shows they can play with the big boys.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Rondale Moore is a player that you can manufacture touches for, and he can produce. We saw that last year with Chase Claypool. First half of the season, almost all of his touches were manufactured. We saw like the little sweeps near the goal line. We saw like screens and
I saw some beautiful wheel routes that were designed for him too.
Yeah, like they schemed him open, and I think I don't need to get into my thoughts on Chase Claypool, but I think you can definitely manufacture touches and scheme open Rondale Moore while he's getting adjusted and get great results.
Yeah, my fits I'm looking for him are the LA Chargers, the Detroit Lions, like I said again, because I like the use of Jared Goff with these kind of wide receivers, and then as well as the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'm at the 108, and I'm pretty sure the last time we did one quarterback rookie mock, I also had the 108. I believe I picked the same exact player I'm going to pick here. And I think at the 108, I am ready to pick Trevor Lawrence in a 1-quarterback league. If I need a quarterback, say I have Daniel Jones as my starting quarterback, and maybe my other quarterback should. No, I'm going to say Drew Lock, but that's kind of mean. Let's say I don't have the greatest quarterback situation in a 1-quarterback league.
That's better.
I can just go ahead and pick Trevor Lawrence here at 108. There's still, good talent left on the board, but I'm getting a top 12 quarterback in Dynasty. I'm getting a guy who is going to be able to play, if he has the career we're expecting, the Andrew Luck kind of career. Even if he doesn't hit the heights of a Patrick Mahomes, this guy has the longevity going his way. He's going to be able to play into his late 30s, early 40s. I love what he brings to the table. He is the best prospect since Andrew Luck. His floor is just so high that it's worth it in a 1-quarterback league at this point if you need a quarterback. And he is just graded out so highly. I am so ready for the Jacksonville landing spot. I think it's going to work out well. So I am more than comfortable taking Trevor Lawrence at the 108 in one quarterback league.
Linda, I want to hear your take on the Drew Lock noise.
It's just like I fully talked myself back into Drew Lock, and then Deshaun Watson was like, I'll play at the 49ers or in Denver. And I was like, oh, well, then, I'm back on that. And then I had to like talk myself back down. And now I've talked myself into quarterback competition. And today they were like, quarterback's not out at number 9. So who knows? I don't know. By the times this season starts, I'll probably be full blast Drew Lock QB1. So
Yeah, he's
I'm
got
flexible.
great rap skills.
Nah,
Um,
it's so painful.
Here's a question. So
just like
Okay.
that.
as a Broncos fan, would you rather have Drew Lock as your starter going into the season? Or would you? I saw a rumor going around that the Broncos were looking at a second in Tim Patrick for Sam Darnold. Not saying either are great options, but just had to ask.
This is torture. I don't know. I don't want to give up on Sam Darnold yet. I don't think he's had his, all the cards didn't quite fall right for him. I think Drew Lock kind of has that same situation going. He hasn't had the same offensive coordinator for more than 2 years since like 2017. He's hurt. His offensive line hurt. His best wide receivers hurt. Like it just hasn't ever worked out. And so I think both of them have what it takes. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Is I think a lot of people have what it takes, but you don't always get every chance. So I don't want to do that controversy. I don't want that to be my whole offseason because that's going to be a real downer.
Well, the Broncos offense looks ready for a quarterback. I mean,
I know.
I love the idea of having Cortland Sutton, KJ Hamler, and Jerry Jeudy all out in the field, and Noah Fant. That sounds great. And Melvin Gordon is going to be great for one more year.
Yeah, for one more year. Ran my baby Philip Lindsay out of town, though.
Like the Jets.
Mike Boone.
Oh, yeah, Mike Boone.
That's good. Fantastic. I'm just saying, Mike Boone is actually good.
I know, but
people say like
that? Somebody tagged me today, and they were like, it was like Mike Boone's way better than Philip Lindsay. Hope Lindellians doesn't see this and like tag me in it. I'm like, you absolutely wanted me to see this, you asshole. Why would you do this
Twitter
to me?
Trolls.
Man,
that's messed up.
Heartbreaking. Okay, is it my pick?
That's what comes with the clout, Linda. But yeah,
you got the 109.
I missed a player somewhere on my. Do you guys just keep this in your head? What the shit?
Just say a name.
No. But I'm going to go. I know. I'm going to go Rashad Bateman.
Okay.
And I have to do that to pay homage to John Bauer. But I like Bateman. I think he'll produce well. He's another plug-in. I don't think he's going to have to spend a lot of time on the bench learning mechanisms. I think he'll be out there pretty quickly making an impact for fantasy and for real NFL.
I like that pick.
Yeah, he's super pro ready. I would probably have him more pro ready than Devonta Smith. I think he is the epitome of plug and play at the wide receiver position.
Definitely. This next pick that I'm going to make is one that could change, obviously, come draft day. This is a pick that's an upside pick. This is a guy that I just watched, and I think that he has a lot of potential. It's Jamar Jefferson. This is a very linear runner. This guy does not sift through holes, if that makes sense. He's more north-south than he is east to west. He doesn't run behind the line of scrimmage. He goes through the design hole, and then he looks to make his jump cuts. So this is something that I like to see. It reminds me of Kareem Hunt. I think that he has a job as a number 2 in a backfield at the start of the year. So I think that he's going to have fantasy relevance and that he's draftable. But, this is where I start looking at Michael Carter as well. That's the name that I would usually take, but I'm making it spicy, throwing it different this week. We're taking my man Jamar Jefferson because I just watched him and I like him a lot.
All right. I mean, I didn't see it on the tape, but I know that a lot of people like Jamar Jefferson, and it seems like he's probably going to get decent draft capital, and he could end up in a really nice spot.
Yeah, and like I said, man, he reminds me of Kareem Hunt. Given that situation, he has the same height weight preference like style that Hunt has, same build. He's not the best receiver that Hunt was, but he's got the home run ability, man. Like the first two games I put on of tape, it was Cal and Oregon. He took the first two plays to the house on both tapes. It's just like this dude's a home run maker. Like this guy can get you a lot of fantasy value. I think that another Jefferson is in our cards for 2021, and it's not Justin, it's Jamar.
Well, I I was confused by Jamar Jefferson's tape because he had the home run hits. He took it to the house 70, 60, 80 yards. But every other play, I was like, this guy does not look like a
Doesn't
home
play
run
through
threat.
contact.
He does not look like a home run threat, but somehow he has it. I don't know.
He seems to get hit and stood up by contact pretty well. So that's his one negative is he does need to get a little stronger, I think, to play at the NFL level. But like I said, he runs very north south. So when he goes through the hole, he's already looking, and he's got really good vision at this level, at the second level. He's got really good vision because he's able to jump cut through the next hole, and that's what I like to see is someone who's already established. But I want to see him change up his running style and go a little more the sift DeAndre Swift, where you go and you read the linebacker instead of going through your designed holes. I want to see more of that from Jamar Jefferson because I think that's where he could be his strongest.
Yeah. Well, I will say you made my pick at 111 super easy. I am taking Michael Carter here. Michael Carter is actually my RB3 in this class. I have him over Javonte Williams, actually. I just think that he brings everything you want to the modern NFL as a running back. He has incredible vision. He has plenty of athleticism. He has that receiving upside that is huge. He's the best receiving back in this draft class. And he also was like muscle hamster 2.0. I mean, this guy is built. And he's 5'8", and he's 200 pounds, but he is so thick.
He's like 5'6".
Nah, he's not. He's like 5'7.5". He's 5'8".
He's taller than Jared Patterson.
He's taller than Jared Patterson. We learned that today. Jared Patterson was listed at 5'9" on the Buffalo report, and then he came out at 5'6". Dude, where those 3 inches go?
What a Tinder profile, man.
I have so many things to say.
But Michael Carter.
Let us hear one of them.
Nope.
Not tonight.
Nope.
Michael Carter actually grades out in my process exactly the same as Clyde Edwards-Helaire last year. And I think they're very similar players as well in what they bring to the NFL. Michael Carter is a bit more athletic and bursty, while I think Clyde had more power. But I loved both of them. I love Clyde. I love Michael Carter. I think they both can be very productive fantasy running backs, especially in PPR. I think Michael Carter gets the day 2 draft capital. He has the receiving upside day 1. He can come in as a third down back and then work his way into a more every down role. I think he can be an all around 3 down back. We'll see if he gets the opportunity, but I think he has a lot of upside.
He gives you special teams value too, which is huge. Because teams will reach on players if they have special teams value starting on round 3. So you'll see him go early round 3 if he's not taken on date in round 2.
Yep.
So I like the Michael Carter pick. It's a safer pick than Jamar Jefferson for sure. And I just went with the riskier upside play. With this day and age, we know that Michael Carter is in our rankings a little higher than Jamar Jefferson, but when you come down to it, you got to look at your guys, and when you start taking your guys, you take your guys.
Hey, get your guys. Exactly. Always about that.
So with that being said, Linda, get your guy 112. Who we going?
Everyone knows what I'm going to do. If Michael Carter hadn't have gone, I would have had to do it just based on value, but I'm taking Tylan Wallace. I think I would never come out and be like, he's my wide receiver 1, but every time I see any ranking, I'm like, you're disrespecting him right now. Like, I just can't wash that. I think, we talk about 50-50 balls. He catches is like 90-10 balls. His body control is insane if you watch some of the catches that he made. And I've been watching this kid for 3 years. Obviously, it runs deep in me. I'm not ever going to not do it. But especially at 112, I have no problem taking a guy I believe in that I've been watching for as long as I have been. And at 112 in a rookie draft, I feel comfortable throwing that dart.
Yep. Tyler Wallace is exciting. I'm actually glad he came back to college and showed off that he's healthy and was productive. He had a great career at OSU, and he's my wide receiver 8. And I know that sounds bad, but like, there's just so much talent in this class. He's highly ranked. Like, he's graded out very well. He's my wide receiver 8. I do feel like I am disrespecting him, but I mean,
yeah,
it's hard to
get into that off air.
Yeah, it's hard to move the guys ahead of him below him. But yeah, I mean, I like Tylan Wallace. There's really not much to not like about him. He's another more pro-ready player, I think, at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, I just wish he had another like 2 inches to his height, man. Like if he had another 2 inches, he'd be a much higher on my board. But maybe that's where I shouldn't knock him because there's people like OBJ who can play on the outside of that height. So maybe I should look at Tylan Wallace.
So how tall is Tylan Wallace?
5'11", I believe.
5'11". Okay. Do you know how tall Jamar Chase is?
5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah.
But he has like 6'5" arms, dude. His arms hang down to his kneecaps. He scratches his knees with them.
You talking about Devonta Smith? Because that guy has long arms too, man.
Both of them. No, but yeah, I love just all the wide receivers in this class, and Tylan Wallace's tape has been nice to watch. Good. He's got like some elasticity to him. That makes sense. When he goes up to make the catch, it's like he rubber bands to the ball, like every time. Like he just instantly is there, and it's just in his hands. It's like how. So I like the pick.
I think it's a great way to end the first.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. So before we head out, Matty, what is your team? Your 4 picks.
Oh, dude, my memory. It's not great, but it was Najee Harris, Kyle Pitts, Rondale Moore, and I ended it with Jamar Jefferson.
All right. Linda, what were your 4 picks?
Jamar Chase, Javonte Williams, Rashad Bateman, and Tylan Wallace.
Nice. And then my 4 picks, I have Travis Etienne, I have Devonta Smith, I have Trevor Lawrence, and I got Michael Carter there at the end. So that's the teams. That is the first round, 1 quarterback, lots of talent, and there's lots of talent still on the board going into the second. I hope everyone's stocked up on second round picks this year. Doesn't matter what kind of league. I hope you have second round picks. Justin Jefferson, often picked in the second round last year. T. Higgins, often picked in the second round last year.
Even
Justin
in
Jefferson,
leagues.
I mean, Justin Jefferson, maybe not in 1 quarterback leagues, but in Superflex leagues, both those guys were picked oftentimes in the second round. Laviska Shenault, another guy, was picked in the second round. So much talent in the second round. Last year, this year, going forward, you should always be stocking up on second round picks. They're more valuable than they are like consensus valued at. I think that holds true all the time.
Yep, definitely agree. And with that, please be kind and rewind.